Alright, my apologies. I'm here. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting situated today again. I gotta go to sleep earlier or something. And when I try to, I can't sleep, so. Hold on 1 second. Alright, there we are. Alright, welcome in, gamers. Welcome to, Retro Timed. I'm Nosaj Ttimmed. Same as always. Um, but today, I'm gonna read again to, let's see where we are today. Alright. Let me check and see where we actually are because I'm reading so many different things all at once for some reason, for many reasons, but, um, gonna need that today to get started. Alright, let's see. Um, alright. Oh, man. Alright, so we did 11 and 12 yesterday, so we're on chapter 13. I think I'm just gonna read one here. Actually, I'll read two, and then, we'll go ahead and we'll start the gaming news. I'm gonna try to keep it to two. They're not very long, but still. All right. So, before I start here, I'm gonna start recording it. So, all right, everybody, welcome in to Nosaj Ttimmed Main. I'm Nosaj Ttimmed. And today we're going to read chapters 13 and 14, and I'll probably say a prayer before we leave, like I did yesterday. So, let's just hop right into it, and if anything comes up I feel like talking about, we'll talk about it here. But other than that, let's just get going. So, Abram and Lot separate. So, Abram went up from Egypt to Negev with his wife and everything he had, and Lot went with him. Abraham became very wealthy with livestock and silver and gold. From Negev, Negev, I guess, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, Negev, he went from place to place until he became until he came to Bethel, to the place between Bethel and Ai, where his tent had become earlier, and where he had first built an altar. There Abraham called on the name of the Lord. Now Lot, who was moving about with Abraham and his flock and his herd and his tent, but the land could not support them while they stayed together, for their possessions were so great that they were not able to stay together, and quarreling around arose between Abram and Herder and Lot. The Canaanites and Perizzites were also living in the land at the time. So Abram said to Lot, let's not have any quarreling between you and me, or between the herders and mine, for we are close relatives. Is not the whole land before you? Let's part company. If you go left, I'll go to the right. If you go to the right, I'll go to the left. Lot looked around and saw that the whole plain of Jordan towards Sora was well watered, like the garden of the Lord. like the land of Egypt. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So Lot chose for himself the whole plain of Jordan and set out towards the east. The two men parted company. Abram lived in the land of Canaan, while Lot lived among the cities and cities of the plains, and pitched his tent near Sodom. So the people of Sodom were wicked and were sinning greatly against the Lord. The Lord said to Abram, after Lot had parted from him, look around, from where you are, to the north, to the south, to the east, and west. All the land that you see will give you, all the land that you see, I will give to you and your offspring forever. I will make your offspring like the dust of the earth, so that anyone could count the dust, then your offspring could be counted. Go, walk through the lengths and breathe for the land, for I am giving it to you. So Abraham went to live near the trees of Mamre, Mar, Mar, Marim, yeah, and Hebron, where pitched his tent. There he built an altar to the Lord. So basically, they pretty much just both got land, and one chose the east and one chose the south of it, and yeah, they both were given a lot of land, so that's the way that's what I was reading and got from that. So, all right, so chapter 14, Abraham rescues Lot. Excuse me. At the time when Raphael was king of Shinra, Orich, the king of Ezlar, Kedalar, Kedalamer, king of Elam, and title king of Goyim. These kings went to war against Bera, king of Sodom, Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, Shirab, Shemerab, king of Zenobia, and king of Bela, that is Zorah. All these latter kings joined the forces in the valley of Sodom, that is the Dead Sea. For 12 years they had been subjected to Kedorlaomer, but the 13th year they rebelled. The 14th year, Kedorlaomer and the king allied with him went out and defeated the Rephaites, in Asheroth, Kernema, the Zuzatites in Ham, and Edomites in Shavah, Kiriathaim, and Horete in the hill of the country of Siri, after as Parnar near the desert. Then they turned back and went to in Masphah, that is Kadesh, and they conquered the whole territory of Melites, as well as the Amorites, who were living in the living in Hazenon, Tamar, sorry. The king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Adam, the king of Zeboiim, the king of Bela, that is Zorah, marched out and drew their battle lines in the valley of Siddim against Chedorlaomer, king of Alma, title king of Goya, Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arach, king of Ezalar, 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of the Sodom was full of tar pit, and when the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah filled, some of the men fell into them, and the rest fled to the hills. The 4 kings seized all goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their food. Then they went away. They also carried off Abram's nephew Lot and his possessions, since he was living in Sodom. A king who had escaped came and reported this to Abram in Hebrew. Now Abram was living near the great trees of Miriam, the Amorites, a brother of Eshcol and Aner, all of whom were allied with Abram. When Abram heard that his relative had taken captive, he called out 318 trained men born in the household and went in pursuit as far as Dan. During the night, Abram divided his men to attack, and he routed them, pursuing them as far as Haba, north of Damascus. He recovered all the goods and brought back his relative Lot and his possessions, together with the women and the other people. After Abram returned from defeating Chedorlaomer and king allied with him, King Sodom came out to meet him in the valley of Shiva, that is the king's valley. Then the Melchizedek, king of Shalom, brought out bread and wine. He was the priest of God Most High, and he blessed Abram, saying, Blessed be Abram, God's most high creator of heaven and earth, and praise to be God Most High, who delivered the enemies into your hand. Then Abram gave him a tenth of everything. The king of Sodom said to Abram, Give me the people, and keep the goods for yourself. But Abram said to the king Sodom, with raised hands, I have sworn an oath to the Lord, High Most Creator of heaven and earth, that I will accept nothing belonging to you, even a thread or strap of a sandal. So you will never be able to say, I made Abraham rich. I will accept nothing but what my men have eaten, and the share that belongs to the men who went with me to Anar, Eshcol, and Amar. Let them have their share. So, yeah, it looks like they really needed God to help with this war, and they did a good job. And yeah, Abraham was getting offers from people to celebrate, and pretty much Abraham didn't want to accept what was given to him. But I think the moral of it all is that you know, he went in there specifically to save Lot, is what it was, because Lot got dragged into it, and he wasn't supposed to be dragged into it. Now, the thing is, like, what this could mean is that, like, to me, this just means, in the graces of God, you can do almost anything. You can do almost anything. That includes, like, saving somebody that's important to you, stuff like that. That just goes to show that, like, the more and more this story goes on, the more and more this story goes on, you see a lot that Abram does, and Abram doesn't really, like, do anything really harmful to another human being very much. Um, the fact he just went in there to save Lot, that shows a lot about who he is as a person. And not only that, we go back to the story of the one of the kings, where he basically, the king of Egypt, at the time, wanted, he gave his wife over so he wouldn't die, and basically God did what he needed to take care of the guy. And that's what we're seeing a lot with this here, and with Abraham is Abraham Abraham, sorry. You can do a lot by just the belief of God and all that, and you can see how great God is, and God will protect you, and God does a lot of great things. You have to praise Him, believe in Him, and understand that He is real. And yeah, it's great when it comes down to it. The great stories are great, pretty amazing, and I too have experienced stuff like this. So I mean, excuse me. Um, so I think that's all I really have to say for this is, like, you know, we could use God in the biggest way in the world today, and this right there, that what Abraham is just doing is going through everything, and he's not having to do anything. He's just trying to bring God back. Maybe that's the purpose of what it is. Maybe we need to start, you know, trying to bring God back by praying to Him, giving our Creator, like, the attention that the Creator, God, wants, and stuff like that. So that way, we too can, have the world cleansed of all the, like, nonsense that's going on. Because there's too much war going on right now. Too much war, too much of everything. And I think it's best to, like, just, try to praise God as much as possible in today's world, and from there we'll see the blessing. That's what we really need to do. So, um, but yeah, I'm gonna say a prayer right now before we go out. So, Lord Jesus Christ, I pray that you help everybody today that needs help. Bless them, bless the people that were alone for the holiday, Lord. Try to put blessings into their life. I know there's a lot of people that, well, myself, I was alone. But continue to bring blessings into everybody's life that didn't have a good holiday, or they didn't get to have that holiday they wanted. And Lord, the people that have had a good holiday, or, like, didn't, really didn't want to, like, you know, really didn't want to let go of something, Lord. And I mean past issues or whatever. Bless, not, well, teach them to stop living in the past. Teach them to move on. Teach them they can do better without certain people in their life. Lord, um, I know you've been pulling people out of my life. And, bring people in to my life that are good for me. Bring people that are understanding. Bring people that are actually listening. And Lord, just put people into my life. Put people into people's life that had a bad holiday, that didn't get to spend it with anybody. And Lord, bring, also, there's so much war going on, Lord. I think it's best to pray that these wars end and people get their heads right again, Lord. Also wipe out this idea of separation of, cultures and racial stuff. Wipe that out, Lord. Make people forget that. In Jesus' name, amen. So there you have it. That's it for the day. I'll be back another day with another Bible reading. I go back to work tomorrow. So I'll probably read one chapter tomorrow, try to make it through quick, and you know, and on top of it, still do what I'm doing here. So, all right, take it easy, and I'll be seeing you next time. And also, God bless you. Um, yes, something happened on my TV. So, God bless you. Also, please hit subscribe and follow my channel, and I'll be seeing you next time. Until then, God bless you. All right, so now we can get to gaming news. I just needed to do that here because, like I said again, I'm trying to mix and intertwine the two together so that way um, we can have two in one and try to bring good over to the video game community as well. All right, so let's get into something that's going on today. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do here because I was off by a little. So I'll try to stick around for like 30 minutes or so. What's this? All right, I guess I'm gonna read what this is. And they were like, it renewed my faith in games, pushing buttons, readers on the games that touched them in 2023. So I don't know what this is about. All right, so I just want to see how long the article was. All right, happy holidays, pushing button readers. For the past few weeks, you've been sending your favorite games of 2023, and now, so this is a list of games that people liked. I don't like reading that stuff because it has nothing to do with video gaming news. There's a lot of times that I see something, I'm like, oh, I want to read that, and then I get in to click it, and then what do you know? It's just a bunch of people sending a list of games or whatever. Nice. Yeah, I didn't get anything for Christmas. I've just been like, I didn't get anything for Christmas, man. I didn't have a good Christmas. I pretty much spent it by myself, and I streamed some of the day. I was uploading. Hold on a second. Nice. So, are you recording something for it right now? Give me 1 second. I'll read what you're saying. All right. So let's see. All right. They're still downloading. Then I gotta let my Switch cool down. Your Switch is hot like that? What are you doing to it? Are you modifying it over there? Yeah, I've been known to play my Switch for a long time certain days, and I've never had to say I gotta let my Switch cool down. But man, you must be really doing something over there. That's like I've been downloading nearly 2 hours. Terrible download speed. I gotcha. That shouldn't bring up the heat on the Switch though. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Sim thing that they're doing where like they have like you can put emulators onto your Nintendo Switch. I don't know if it's real yet, but it's like a video game. You put an SD card into it and you push it down it'll put a game in there for you. Like it downloads the game instantly, and then it's just weird because the way it works, it doesn't seem like it's a real thing. Yet, like, I don't know. I'm waiting to see if that's a real thing, though. That's what I'm waiting on, because that thing looks cool as hell. Do you think it's real? Well, if you had to say, like, I know you're saying it beats you, and I'm saying the same thing. But do you think it's real? Do you wish it was real? I need more convincing to believe it's real. Yeah, that's what I was saying because it's the way the game uploads into the Nintendo Switch that really like you push it down, it'll load in a game. You push it, it'll come back out. You push it down again, it'll load in another game. And to me, that's just weird. For emulators, you always run. There's usually a program on the SD card that you can access. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to playing Mega Man soon. I'm trying to beat this boss in Skyward Sword, and it's so hard. Like I keep trying and trying and trying. I'm about to ditch that and just start playing. Um I'm about to leave that go for a few days and try that later, and then come and just go ahead and play go ahead and come back and play well, today end up playing Tomb Raider on a 360 cuz I can't really like I can't keep I feel like I'm playing it, but it's like I'm like getting nowhere with the boss. So that's part of the reason I want to like ditch it for a few days and come back and try it cuz usually when I do that, I usually do a good job. But my problem is when I get in when I'm fighting Demise and you get to lightning, then I don't know what to do because it's the way he fights is what it is. And I wish there was a way to like get the lightning to like disappear from his sword a lot more. So I might try it again today. I don't know. But that's when I stream tonight. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I haven't even thought that far ahead. Um, but it's I didn't get anything for Christmas, so I kind of like wish I'll have to wait till like next month or something to get myself something a little bit late. Um, because today I gotta go to pay the rent for this place, and then starting next month I gotta start. I'm gonna start looking for an extra job, like a day job or whatever. And oh, you're good. Thank you for stopping in at least. Happy you came in. Oh, what's up? I'm about to read some news if you guys don't interrupt me as much. No, that's a good game. I have yet to play that, believe it or not. I heard a lot of great things about that. Like that's a game I want to play. The dev of yeah, I got Steam. I'm not buying a bunch of games right now is what it is. I got a game I gotta play back. I got a couple games back there I haven't even touched that I still gotta play through. Um, and I'm just trying to get through all those. I'm gonna try to like do what I can here soon. Um, but in January I'm probably gonna end up like doing something like getting myself like add me and next time it goes on sale. No, don't buy it for me, but I'll add you, but don't buy it for me. I know you're insisting, but that's something I don't like. You know, I'm very difficult like that because I want it, but at the same time, it's like that's not, that's something I don't really want to do is have people buy me stuff because it's not, I don't want to feel like I'm like for me, I know when people buy stuff, it's a nice gesture, but it's like it's one of those things that like I just don't know how to feel about it is what it is. So I don't like I try like to get people not to buy me stuff. All right. The dev of one of 2023's highest rated new games says players should pirate it if they can't afford it. What? Black Tabby Games, the developer of Breakout hit indie game Slay the Princess, is encouraging players to pirate the visual novel if they can't afford to buy the game. First releasing in October, the horror visual novel revolving around the titular mission to kill a princess has been met with universal acclaim. Fans and critics alike have praised Slay the Princess for its unique premise and branching narratives, as well as the game's exceptional voice acting. Now the game's developer confirms it is okay with players pirating the game's highly rated game. And that's just funny. So like it's just funny that like they're okay with you pirating their game. It's kind of interesting. Excuse me. Piracy has been a touchy subject within gaming industry, with many studios going to extreme lengths to stop illegal downloads of games. Nintendo has been one of the most notorious anti-piracy developers, often taking legal actions against emulation-focused websites and bringing de novo DRM anti-piracy protection to Switch last year. Some indie games have taken more creative routes to deal with piracy, with games like Game Dev Tycoon intentionally sabotaging players who have pirated the game. Slay the Princess, however, looks to be more okay with illegal downloads, according to recent updates from its developers. So you hear that? Uh, you can go and pirate it, and they'll be okay with you pirating it. I don't know if that would like I don't know how that would work. Would that make these? I know these guys would lose money for sure, but like, would that make the company that is selling the game? Would that make them lose money? Or where is this even at? Like, where would I download this at? So, a recent social media post from Slay the Princess developer Black Tabby Games reveals the studio's unusual stance around piracy for its newest game. The post suggests that playing the game for itself is the best way to experience the game for the first time, rather than watching another person play through. To this end, the Slay Princess developer encourages players to pirate games, suggesting that players can try out Slay the Princess and buy it at a later date. Tabby Games goes on to press the importance of experiencing the decision heavy game for the first time with players' own decisions. Slay the Princess' positive stance towards piracy comes as the game has already seen high praise just over 2 months following its launch. Slay the Princess is one of the 2023's highest rated games on review aggregate site OpenCritic with an impressive score of 90, putting it alongside smash hits like Spider-Man 2, Dave the Diver. Slay the Princess has also been several nominations from smaller awards shows, winning the Best Indie RPG at Streaming Organization OTK's 2023 awards. 2023 has been a banner year for indie games, with a variety of critically acclaimed and beloved indie games releasing throughout the year. The Messenger developer Sabotage Studio would capture Best Indie Game at 2023's Game Awards, with Sea of Stars also being nominated for Best RPG. Geometric Interactive Cocoon would also claim the title of Best Debut Indie Game. At the awards show for its initiative gameplay and stellar presentation, Slave Princess serves as a late but popular addition to 2023's stacked indie game lineup. That is strange. Hold on. I want to share that one off to the to Twitter. That's strange. Kind of funny though. All right. All right. Back to what I was doing. So let's put this back here. Nope, wrong thing. There's so many ads coming up at the bottom. All right. What is with my screen keeps glitching out today? That's like the third time it did that since I've been doing this. All right. All right. So let's see what his future plans are. All right. Let me do something here. Because for some reason, there we go. All right. So hopefully that works. All right. I wonder if my cable's going bad and that's why that's doing that. It can't be the graphics card. But who knows? Super Smash Bros. Creator Meshare Sakurai gives update on his future plans. I'm not sure how to pronounce Mishiro. Again, Super Smash Bros. Creator Masa Shara. I can't pronounce his first name, so Sakurai has recently confirmed that he is still working in the game industry despite the success of his new channel and being out of the spotlight since the critically acclaimed Super Smash Bros. Sakurai has been credited in any new game, and his answer clears up any doubts that fans could have about the possible retirement. There's no way. I mean, I don't even know how old this guy is. This guy's been like, if this is the creator of Super Smash Brothers, this guy's old, but he doesn't even look. He doesn't even look old. All right, let me see here. Let me see something here. Let's see how old this guy actually is because he still looks like he's super young. All right. Show. All right. Best known for creating the Kirby and Super Smash Brothers series. So he started Super Smash Brothers. He was the one who started it. So when you sit here and look at it, he was born in 1970. So So Super Smash Brothers actually came out and introduced in 1999. So 1999 was a long time ago, of course. And I still remember seeing the ad, and I was like trying to tell my cousin. I was like so excited for it. I was like, no way, there's a new game coming out. We have to play it. So, and he created that game, and if he was born in 1970, that's way before I was born. And the dude don't even look that old. So let's go and like the dude don't even look like he's like that old at all. This dude looks like he's in his like 30s. I swear. Like, and he's supposed to be like old. He's 50. See that? He's 53 years old and looks like he's fucking 30 years old. What is he doing to take care of himself like that? What is this? That don't make sense. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, Sakurai became famous for creating a highly successful franchise, Super Smash Bros. And Kirby, in the 1990s. He is essentially the face of Super Smash Bros. And acted as a director in all games in the series. Last year, he created a channel called Machinery on Creating Games. So I'm gonna check this out on YouTube, and so let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow this on YouTube. I didn't know he created a channel like this. I'm gonna have to check this out. This is pretty cool. He went off and did his own thing. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So around the same time, Sakurai confirmed that he was semi-retired after finishing the development of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC. Due to his previous remarks, fans were wondering what the creator of Super Smash Bros. Would be up to. And one of the recent video games on his channel answered that. In short, the video Sakurai talks about how some developers eventually step away from the public spotlight, either by finding successful careers or either by finding successful careers in other fields or simply gaining enough money for patents to stop working in the industry and live their lives comfortably. When talking about himself, though, he confirmed that he did not intend to leave the gaming industry entirely anytime soon, saying, as for me, I'm still creating games for the time being, but I'm also making this YouTube channel. This hints that he will spend less time making games, but not ready to quit yet. So that's pretty cool. While this is pretty good news for fans for the legendary developer, Sakurai has unfortunately has not revealed what he's working on at the moment. Taking his previous remarks into account, he will be working on a possible sequel to Super Smash Bros. Previously, the developer stated that he did not imagine a future game in the franchise without his involvement. So, while it's speculation at this point, it's not too far-fetched to expect him to be at least consulting on another possible new game. Overall, Sakurai seems happy with his channel. Sakurai on Creating Games already has over, yeah, I would be happy with that too, in its English version and similar numbers in Japan's one. On this channel, Sakurai often reveals secrets of the gaming industry, such as how characters reveals are made in the game, so like Super Smash Brothers, for example, and has been attracting the massive audience with this kind of content. All right. I'm gonna stay a few minutes after the 12:30 mark, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stay a little bit. We're gonna stay a little bit later. I don't know how much later, but we're gonna stick around. I'm gonna probably do like a couple minutes after 12:30 or so because I came in kind of late. Like my sleeping has been thrown off. I need to try to get it back to normal, and that's unfortunate because anytime I do, I always end up having something throughout the day or throughout, throughout. Hold on a second. I'm gonna check something here before we go any further. All right, let's see. Not that. Right. All right. So there's that. All right, back to what I was doing. All right. Ooh, my. What are we at here? Oh, okay. So right there, I see. I see. We're almost at. Okay, we got a few more minutes yet till we reach the full hour. I'm gonna cut it off a little bit early today because I want to go and do a couple of things, and I came in kind of late, but um, I'll be back later on today with some stuff. So this isn't the end of the world. So we got like 5 minutes. So let's read this. 10 lowest rated games of 2023 revealed. It's hard to believe we're almost at an end for 2023. Metacritic has revealed the 10 lowest rated video games of 2023, with The Lord of the Rings Gollum receiving the lowest rating, despite being a year marked with impressive new titles, remakes, and stellar additions to established franchises. 2023 was also tarnished by considerable disappointment and failures. The Metacritic employed by Metacritic zeros in on titles that garnered the lowest score on their site throughout the year. Metacritic is a website that ag- aggregates reviews and assigns scores to movies, TV shows, music, albums, and video games from various critics and publications. The score The scores are presented as a weighted average, providing a numerical presentation of overall critics' reception for particular pieces of media annually. Metacritic releases a list of the worst games of that year. The site has already revealed its lineup of titles that have disappointed players in 2023. The lowest rated game on this Metacritic list is Lord of the Rings Gollum, as a game that generated significant buzz for its profound disappointment, particularly considering its use of the Lord of the Rings IP is an action adventure game allowing players to assume control of Smeagol, Gollum, on his journey across Middle-earth. Gollum garnered negative reviews, currently holding a Metacritic score of 34 for the PS5. The game was described as a baffling experience, criticized for its lack of inspiration and dullness, ultimately falling short for the expectations set by both fans of Tolkien universe and gaming community at large. So, yeah, 34, 35, 38. We looked at this yesterday, I think, but we looked at it somewhere else. I still can't believe Gargoyles Remastered got a low score like that, because that was apparently like a game that I thought everybody was looking forward to. Following closely is Flashback, score 35 on PC. Despite Flashback's revolutionary history and the nostalgic it evokes, the sequel failed to captivate players. The game was criticized for poor presentation and execution, riddled with bugs that further hinder the experience, earning its second spot on Metacritic's list. Grey Hill Incident claimed the third spot with a Metacritic score of 38 on a PC. It faced criticism for several reasons, encompassing its poorly executed story and voice performance, lackluster stealth game play, uninspiring environment, and numerous bugs. Other games joining Metacritic's lowest rating list include Quantum Error, Testament, The Order of High Human, Crime Boss, Rocket City, Hellboy, Web of Wired, Gang of Sherwood, Loop 8, Summer of Gods, and Gargoyles Remastered. While not officially listed, titles such as The Walking Dead Destinies, a game that promised players the ability to reshape their narrative of Walking Dead series, but faced substantial negative criticism on social media platform the day before. Arguably the worst game of 2023, also confirmed significant backlash across different platforms. However, it's important to note that Metacritic only categorized games if they've received at least 7 professional reviews, meaning some titles with poor reception weren't included in the list. Let's see. So, all right, that's where I'm calling this for today. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go to sleep a lot earlier tonight. It's been rough. I have a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, I'm taking it as a grain of salt. And there's a lot of good stuff going on. So at the same time, it's always one or the other. So it's a back and forth fluctuating thing. But I'm doing great stuff right now. So also, if you haven't, I always advertise it. Go check out the Bible reading channel if you can. And I'm also gonna try to like put up a video to Retro Time Zone today at some point, and also trying to think. And also I'm going to try to put a short up on Retro Time Zone today too. So with that said, I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy, and I'll be seeing you next time. God bless. Have a great day, and that's it. Have a good day.